first.
Hold on. Wait. You can't start without me. I'm here.
Okay, back on track. Let's get our business meeting started. Okay, do we have any business that needs to be discussed first?
Yes. We need to get some donations from Walmart for our school fundraiser. Did you guys all see the bathrooms in there the other day? It was so disgusting, and it looked like some animal was in there, and I think they did number 2 or something. And did you see all those employees?
Okay, let's get back on track. We have some business that needs to be discussed. We need to go through a few committees first. Fundraising committee?
We need new ideas for fundraising. We need $600 or more by the end of the year.
Okay, all right, I'll write that down. All right, newsletter committee. I'm sorry, what was that?
No report.
I'm sorry, what?
No report!
Hey, Mom. Yeah, hi, Mom. Yeah, no way.
Special events committee?
You saw Billy do what? Are you serious? Wow, all of Mexico's gonna hear about
Special
this.
events
And they're gonna
committee?
talk about him and everything. I'm talking to my mom, so just hold on. Yeah, well, Billy's going to be in so much trouble. Wow, they're gonna start a new reality TV show based on their life now, like Jerry Springer or something. Okay, that was the first part of our skit, and now we're gonna do the second part. So, pretty much with the first part, you probably learned things you shouldn't do. So, here's the second part.
All right, good morning, everybody. Let's get our business meeting started. We have a few things that we need to discuss at our business meeting. Do we have anything that needs to be brought up first? Anything to be discussed? Yes, Kim?
Yes, we need to get some donations from Walmart for our school fundraiser. Is there anyone who wants to volunteer to swing by and ask the manager for some donations? All right, thank you, girls.
All right, we need to go through a few of our committees. First, we need fundraising committee.
We need new ideas for fundraising. We need $600 or more by the end of the year.
All right, do we have anyone that wants to head up that program? Anyone wants to start any of that? Raise their hands.
How about an idea like a walkathon? Maybe we could get some pledge sheets together and ask some friends, family members, put it on Facebook, or start a GoFundMe.
Okay, that's a great idea. I can write that down. All right, newsletter committee. I'm sorry, what?
No report.
All right. Okay, let's break into some groups here and just kind of focus on our ideas and see if we can brainstorm. Thank you.
All right. So thank you guys for listening to my skit. This is for my communications class, and although sometimes in communication, a lot of people think about communication as verbal, what we say with each other. But a lot of times in communication, there are things that you don't say and you're communicating something, like nonverbal communication. So with nonverbal gestures and body language, they communicate something with people. I know some people, they're quiet, they don't say much, but their facial expressions, they reveal a lot. So for example, in my first skit, I don't know if some of you saw, I was slouching. I know a lot of teenagers do that too, like in class or whatever, they slouch. And it kind of reveals how you think about the class sometimes, or like in the meeting, like, oh, I don't think any of this is important. Also, it could communicate you're being rude, things like that. You saw Jessica, she was saying events committee, and I had my phone, and I put my finger up. That's pretty disrespectful too, as you can see. And we talked about this here earlier about your phone. Lots of people nowadays are always on their phone. You go out to restaurants and people are on their phone. And I'm not saying that that's wrong. I guess it just depends on who you're with. Like, for example, let's say you were on a date. Not any married people here, but like, you single people, if you were on a date and you didn't know, it was a first date or whatever, and you pull out your phone while you're on the date, does that show that you're interested in that person? No, it shows that this date's boring and I don't like you, so like let's end the date or something, stuff like that. But I know a lot of times in meetings, we've all seen this, people check their phones a lot, they check their emails, texting, and that's just how things are nowadays, but it also shows kind of disrespect. And I am guilty of that. I'm not saying that I never do that, but I am guilty because with multitasking, we're all trying to do so many different things at once. And another thing is how we utter our words, like inflection, volume. You notice that Eva, in the beginning, she was like, no report, no report, no report. And that shows communication, like for example, with my kids. Colton, Audrey, what are you guys doing? But if I said, Colton, Audrey, what are you guys doing? There's a difference there. My kids would be more scared if I was yelling. Not that I'm saying to yell at your kids all the time, but you know, with my gestures. What are you guys doing? That reveals I'm upset. I'm angry. The other one, not so much. They know, like, oh, mom's just wondering, you know, what we're doing. Another is environment. It affects our communication. So I'll go back to the dating thing again. Let's say you're on a date and it's a dimly lit room. You got candles, so you get that romantic feeling there. Another, you go on a date. You're at Chuck E. Cheese. It's loud, it's crazy. All these kids are running around. It's so annoying. That does not produce romantic feelings. It produces chaotic feelings and you just want to pull your hair and scream at these kids. So environment can also affect communication, and also just how we're dressed. As you notice, like the first part of the skit, I had my hat on like this, or dress does communicate something. Also furniture, we didn't have this here in the skit, but for example, when like your living room, if you have your couches facing towards each other, you're trying to promote more like conversation in your family or whatever. But sometimes in other environments, you don't see chairs facing each other. They're all separated. So it kind of gives that cold feeling to me. Another thing with nonverbal communication, it's guided by rules and when certain behavior is appropriate or not. And I'm not saying certain things are wrong. It can also be culturally. Like when I was in California and I was teaching, I had this Korean kid in my class and he would never look me in the eye. But it's a part of the Korean culture. They think it's disrespectful to look at adults eye to eye. So he would always put his head down when he talked to me. But here in America, if somebody is not looking at you in the eye, you're thinking, okay, are they lying? What are they trying to hide? So you have to keep that in consideration because everybody, they interpret things differently. Like, you know, my yelling, yeah, you could say that, yeah, she's mad. But if my kids are so used to it, then, you know, they might not think I'm really mad. So, I just wanted to say, to sum it up, remember that what you don't say communicates a lot. Your dress, gestures, body language, how you say it, facial expressions definitely communicate a lot. And there was a person named Bird Whistle. They mentioned that nonverbal communication accounts for 65 to 93% of our total meaning of communication. So thank you very much for helping me and listening.
Amen.